What's going on, guys? It's Fear the Beard coming at you with another video. I haven't posted in a while, which I told you guys last time. At least I think I said that in my last video. I'm not sure, but I've switched over to doing podcasting. My YouTube videos are going to be like, a little bit more sporadic, fewer and far between, just because busy life schedule. But I just honestly I talk a whole lot, so podcasting makes more sense. I can literally go on and on for hours about football. But I'm making this video today because I really wanted to talk about the Sam Darnold trade between the Jets and the Panthers. And I just felt like this was something to kind of do a video on. Me as a Panthers fan, I'm very excited about this. We have been very aggressive in acquiring a quarterback this offseason. Mainly, we struck out with Matthew Stafford. I'd been told that we had a better deal on the table than what LA had offered Detroit, but I think it just boiled down to they like Jared Goff better than they like Teddy Bridgewater. I don't know why, but they do. So then, we were going after Deshaun Watson, and, I'd heard that we were putting up about 3 first-round picks. Houston just wasn't trying to move off of him. And, we know how that whole entire situation is kind of played out. But just real quick, if Houston did move him and was able to acquire all this stuff before the allegations came out, that would have been the biggest train dodge since Stand By Me. The first 3 kids, not the last one. Anyway, but yeah, so no, we go after and we get Sam Darnold. And again, like I said, I'm very happy for this. I know a lot of people, I've watched videos, some people have said that this was a bad move for the Panthers. And, a lot of it's mainly because, Sam Darnold hasn't produced so far and they gave up, giving up a 2nd-round pick. And me and my brother-in-law talked about this yesterday because they gave up a 6th round this year and then a 2nd and a 4th next year. To my knowledge, none of those are I don't know the correct word for it, but with the Carson Wentz trade where conditional. So none of these to my knowledge are conditional picks. I'm pretty sure it's just firm, a 6th this year, a 2nd and a 4th next year. It just, to me, I get that a 2nd-round pick is somebody that you expect to come in and produce day one. And then a 4th rounder is someone that you expect to kind of start showing signs of producing towards the end of his first year and definitely into his 2nd year. Those are the expectations from a 2nd and a 4th rounder. And then a 6th rounder, all draft picks are valuable, but still, think about it like this. This guy is 23 years old, and he's played 3 seasons in the NFL. He's gone through 2 different head coaches. I believe Greg Williams was the first coach that he had, and then Adam Gase, which Adam Gase, I've never liked him. He's an awful head coach. He does not deserve to even have an offensive coordinator job in the league. The man has no character whatsoever. I have a lot of bases to go off of with Adam Gase and why I don't like him. But anyway, I go back to his Miami days, and he ran the slowest offense ever. He averaged about 50 to 55 plays a game. The NFL average is about 60. And I'm sorry, you think a 5-play difference is, makes a difference. It does. I shouldn't really have to go in depth about it, which I'm not going to because that'll take up. But that makes a difference. And if you're running the slowest offense in the NFL, you're behind the 8 ball. He somehow convinced the Jets that, his time in Miami was irrelevant. And then in his press conference, he came out and was like, I came here to dethrone the Patriots in the AFC East. And I'm like, well, you just spent X amount of years in Miami. What was your goal there? Anyway, so, and then also I refer back to, just look at Ryan Tannehill's career. Now some of you might say, that's a credit to Arthur Smith. But his offensive coordinator, I want to say, for some reason, no, because I was going to say that I thought Matt LaFleur was his offensive coordinator, but he left the year before that. But, a lot of people might say that, you can attribute it to, Arthur Smith. You can attribute it to, Derrick Henry being as good as he was. I don't buy it. I think Ryan Tannehill just got away from a crappy head coach. And, Mike Vrabel's still the head coach. It's his system. Yes, Arthur Smith puts his own little spin on it or whatnot, but for the most part, I think Ryan Tannehill is going to have sustained success. We saw him go from a bottom 20s quarterback in the NFL to now, I've seen some circles literally put him in the top 3. He's averaged out anywhere between 5 and 10. for like, the top 10 quarterback rankings and stuff like that. So, there's that. But and I believe the same goes for Sam Darnold. I mean, I watch video on him. I watch a lot of tape. The man, to me, looks like he goes through his progressions well. He knows how to read a defense. A lot of this is just really shitty play call design that he's had to deal with Adam Gase. And again, a very slow run offense. And, Adam Gase, he is not a good coach. He does not deserve to be a head coach in the NFL. I think giving up 3 picks is a steal for him. He was the number 3 overall pick just a few years ago. Again, he's 23. He's a very smart quarterback. And I think, again, when I say I've watched a lot of his game film, I've seen him be able to make all the throws. Yes, there's some times where he looks like he's garbage, but I think you can easily attribute that to Adam Gase. And that's where, all my arguments keep going back to is just Adam Gase is an awful coach. Look at what Ryan Tannehill did when he got away from him. And to me, that's good enough proof. And realistically, yes, you hit on your second round pick a lot. A 4th round pick is valuable. A 6th round pick, is what it is. But I would much rather gamble the unknown versus going after a guy who was a former number 3 overall pick and who has the potential to be a franchise quarterback, which I think he will be. And again, if you don't trust my judgment, just go and look. We went and picked up Robbie Anderson last year from the New York Jets. He was considered a boom bust guy, which that's what he was when he was in New York. And again, that attributes to Adam Gase's awful play calling. But last year, his first year away from Adam Gase, first year on the Panthers, he became the most consistent receiver in the NFL. I got him on my fantasy team. I was constantly getting legit consistent production out of him. And, you don't have to be a good fantasy football player to be considered a good football player. But if you're a good fantasy football player, that definitely correlates to you being a good regular football player, if that makes sense. So yeah, just go and look at that. I mean, his production with the Jets, he was a boom bust guy, and then now he all of a sudden gets away from him, goes to Matt Rule and Joe Brady, and becomes the most consistent receiver in the NFL last year. So I believe they can turn around Sam Darnold. I love, I saw a lot of great things out of Joe Brady's coaching scheme, and I feel Matt Rule himself is building a nice regime in Carolina. At this point, I'm just going to be rambling and repeating myself. That's kind of all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to make a short little video, and again, I plan on making more of these in the future to kind of drop on YouTube and everything, because I don't want to fully stray away from YouTube, don't get me wrong. But if you guys really want to get the most out of this, come over on Spotify and check me out. That's Fear the Beard football channel, just like it is here. Capital FTV, Fear the Beard, one word, space football channel, all that good stuff. Love talking with my hands because, I'm Italian, so we just communicate this way, karate chopping and everything. But yeah, so come check me out. And if you made it this far in the video, I probably should have put this right in the middle somewhere, but please hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and eventually when I can make this my career, I'll just post more shit every day. But that's up to you guys. Y'all have a great day.